Alam mo ba, 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 alam mo ba? Alam mo ba, 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 alam mo ba? Alam mo ba, 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 alam mo ba? Alam mo ba, alam mo ba, alam mo ba?
Good day. How are you? I am Almo, the host and creator of the Discovery Life. Please join me in the discoveries and introductions and more knowledge for you who watch the YouTube video. I want to give fun and a little knowledge to you as a creator. Come join me and find out who is the world's best person in the Guinness World of Record. Guinness World Records. Guinness World Records, known from its inception in 1955 until 1999 as the Guinness Book of Records and in previous United States editions as the Guinness Book of World Records, is a British reference book published annually, listing world records both of human achievements and the extremes of the natural world. The brainchild of Sir Hugh Beaver, the book was co-founded by twin brothers Norris and Ross McWhirter in Fleet Street, London, in August 1955. Editor: Craig Glenday. Country: United Kingdom. Publisher: Jim Pattison Group. Published in English. The 27th of August 1955 present. Media type: book. Television. Website: GuinnessWorldRecords.com. The first edition topped the bestseller list in the United Kingdom by Christmas 1955. The following year the book was launched internationally, and as of the 2022 edition, it is now in its 67th year of publication, published in 100 countries and 23 languages, and maintains over 53,000 records in its database. The international franchise has extended beyond print to include television series and museums. The popularity of the franchise has resulted in Guinness World Records becoming the primary international source for cataloging and verification of a huge number of world records. The organization employs record adjudicators to verify the authenticity of the setting and breaking of records. Following a series of owners, the franchise has been owned by the Jim Pattison Group since 2008, with its headquarters moved to South Quay Plaza, Canary Wharf, London, in 2017. Since 2008, Guinness World Records has been criticized for inventing new world records as publicity stunts for companies and individuals. History: Norris McWhirter co-founded the book with his twin brother Ross at 107 Fleet Street, London, in August 1955. On the 10th of November 1951, Sir Hugh Beaver, then the managing director of the Guinness Breweries, went on a shooting party in the North Slob, by the River Slaney in County Wexford, Ireland. After missing a shot at a golden plover, he became involved in an argument over which was the fastest game bird in Europe, the golden plover or the red grouse. The plover is faster, but neither is the fastest game bird in Europe. That evening at Castlebridge House, he realized that it was impossible to confirm in reference books whether or not the golden plover was Europe's fastest game bird. Beaver knew that there must have been numerous other questions debated nightly among the public, but there was no book in the world with which to settle arguments about records. He realized then that a book supplying the answers to this sort of question might prove successful. Beaver's idea became reality when Guinness employee Christopher Chataway recommended university friends Norris and Ross McWhirter, who had been running a fact-finding agency in London. The twin brothers were commissioned to compile what became the Guinness Book of Superlatives and now Records, in August 1954. 1,000 copies were printed and given away. Japanese competitive eater Takeru Kobayashi with 2 Guinness World Record certificates. After the founding of the Guinness Book of Records office at the top of Ludgate House, 107 Fleet Street, London, the first 198-page edition was bound on the 27th of August 1955 and went to the top of the British bestseller list by Christmas. The following year, it was introduced into the United States by New York publisher David Boehm and sold 70,000 copies. Since then, Guinness World Records has sold more than 100 million copies in 100 countries and 37 languages. Because the book became a surprise hit, many further editions were printed, eventually settling into a pattern of one revision a year, published in September-October, in time for Christmas. The McWhirters continued to compile it for many years. Both brothers had an encyclopedic memory. On the BBC television series Record Breakers, based upon the book, they would take questions posed by children in the audience on various world records and were able to give the correct answer. Ross McWhirter was assassinated by two members of the Provisional Irish Republican Army in 1975, in response to offering a £50,000 reward for information that would lead to capture of members of the organization. Following Ross's assassination, the feature in the show where questions about records posed by children were answered was called Norris on the Spot. Norris carried on as the book's sole editor. The North Beach Nazaré, Portugal, listed on the Guinness World Records for the biggest waves ever surfed. Guinness Superlatives, later Guinness World Records Limited, was formed in 1954 to publish the first book. Sterling Publishing owned the rights to the Guinness Book in the U.S. for decades until it was repurchased by Guinness in 1989 after an 18-month-long lawsuit. The group was owned by Guinness plc and subsequently Diageo until 2001, when it was purchased by Guinness Entertainment for $65 million. Guinness was itself purchased by Hit Entertainment in 2002. In 2006, Apax Partners purchased Hit and subsequently sold Guinness World Records in early 2008 to the Jim Pattison Group, the parent company of Ripley Entertainment, which is licensed to operate Guinness World Records attractions. With offices in New York City and Tokyo, Guinness World Records global headquarters remain in London, specifically South Key Plaza, Canary Wharf, while its museum attractions are based at Ripley headquarters in Orlando, Florida, U.S. Evolution. Lucky Diamond Rich is the world's most tattooed person.